Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something really fascinating, light language. But before we get started, let's just reframe this whole idea. This isn't about learning some brand new complicated thing, not at all. It's actually about remembering a language your body already speaks fluently. Okay, I get it. You look at a chart like this one with all the symbols and the numbers and steps, and your brain might go, whoa, that's a lot. But stick with me here. I promise, by the end of this quick explainer, this whole thing is going to feel so simple and make a ton of sense. We're just going to decode it together, step by step. Because really, that is the perfect way to think about all of this. Just imagine for a second that your body is a musical instrument. And, with the stress of daily life, it can get a little out of tune. It happens, right? Well, this is just the instruction manual for gently tuning yourself back into harmony. So let's start with the most basic question of all. What in the world is this language we're talking about? Think about what happens when you hear a piece of music you absolutely love. You don't have to analyze the notes or the chords to feel something, do you? Nope. You just feel it. It hits you. It can make you happy or reflective or just want to get up and dance. Light language works in exactly the same way. It's a language of sound and vibration that kind of bypasses your thinking brain and speaks directly to your body. And this slide just nails the difference, right? The language I'm using right now, spoken language, that's for your mind. You hear it, you process it, you think about it. But light language, that's for your body. It's meant to be felt, to be experienced. So for the next few minutes, let's give our analytical brains a little coffee break and just be open to feeling. Okay, so if your body is an instrument, we've got to know where the notes are. So let's talk about your body's 7 main energy centers. You might have heard them called chakras. Think of these 7 centers as the primary keys on your own personal piano. Each one is tied to a different part of your life and your well-being. You've got notes for feeling safe, for creativity, for love, all the way up to your connection with the big picture. By focusing on them, you can tune up specific areas of your life. Let's look at a few key ones. We're going to start right at the bottom with the root chakra. This is your foundation. It's all about your sense of safety, your stability, that feeling of being grounded and present right here on Earth. So, when you're feeling anxious or your thoughts are all over the place, this is the note you want to tune to feel secure. And here's why that matters so much for your mental health. Working with this center is a super simple tool for grounding yourself. It's basically like telling your nervous system, hey, it's okay, you're safe right here, right now. It's incredibly calming. Okay, moving up from our foundation, past centers for creativity and our personal power, we get smack dab in the middle to the heart chakra. This is your central hub for love, for connection, for deep healing. And we're not just talking about love for other people, we're talking about compassion for yourself, which is maybe the most important kind. And that's the real benefit. This is a practice where you can actively dial up self-love and start to heal old emotional wounds. When you focus here, you're literally making space for more forgiveness and a kinder relationship with yourself. So above the heart, we've got our throat for self-expression, and then we arrive here at the third eye. Now, I know this one can sound a little mystical, but let's just bring it right down to earth. This center is simply your intuition. It's your inner knowing. That gut feeling you get, that quiet little voice inside that just knows things, that's what we're talking about. So working with this chakra is really all about learning to trust yourself again. It's a practical way to gain clarity and cut through the noise, which then helps you connect to that highest center, the crown, which is your link to it all. All right, so we've got our instrument, we know where the notes are. Now, how do we actually play it? Well, the answer is beautifully simple. It's with sound and with your intention. It's a lot like a tuning fork, Each energy center in your body has its own unique vibration, its own frequency. The sounds you see listed on that chart are designed to resonate with or match the frequency of each specific chakra. So the sound itself literally acts like a key to unlock and tune that center. Now, this part is so important. Sound is only half of the magic formula. The other half is your intention. See, the sound is the how. It's the vibration, the physical part. But your intention, that's the why. It's the meaning, the purpose, the energy you put behind the sound. And when you combine the two, that's when things get really powerful. Okay, you ready to put this all together? Let's walk through a super simple practice you can literally try right after this. No experience needed, I promise. This is your personal how-to guide. So here's the flow. It's this simple 6-step process, and you do this little sequence for each energy center, starting from the bottom and working your way up. So first, you just whisper the sound 7 times. Then you speak it out loud, nice and clear 7 times. Next, one single deep, powerful breath. And after that breath, you just pause and you feel. You just sense that vibration for about 30 seconds. You let it sink in, integrate, and then you're ready for the next one. It's this really beautiful meditative rhythm. And I really, really want you to hear this. You literally cannot do this wrong. There's no test, you're not getting graded. It is not about perfect pronunciation or sounding like a professional. It's just about your intention and your willingness to show up for yourself. So please, let go of any fear of messing it up and just give yourself permission to play. So let's just zoom out for a second and bring it all home. What can this simple practice really offer you in your day-to-day life? What you should really take away from all this is that you now have this simple personal toolkit. You've got a way to ground yourself when stress pops up. You've got a way to gently check in with your emotions and let some of them go. It's a method for tuning back into your intuition and trust in yourself more. At the end of the day, it's just a personal practice for your own mental clarity and well-being. And this is the most empowering part of it all. This isn't about finding some tool outside of yourself to come and fix you. It's about realizing that you've had the power to create your own harmony all along. You don't just play the instrument, you are the instrument. So I'll just leave you with this question to carry with you. If your body really is an instrument, what song is it asking to play today? Does it need a little grounding and safety, a note of self-compassion, or maybe a chord of clarity? The choice and the beautiful music that comes from it is all yours. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.